Hello, creeping creatures. This is Crimson, and you're watching Amnesia, a machine for pigs. I pick up where we left off after fighting Lightning Pig, this weird boss battle of flip two switches while he hits you and disappears because your lantern flickers all the time because it just sucks. And I don't know, we're going back into the machine because my children, my two boys, I think, are leading me here. Even though I was very certain that one was a daughter from the voice acting. And we're going to shut down this machine that's released giant evil pig monsters into the world. This animate, talking, evil machine that thinks the whole world is a pig, and the only way to solve that is to kill the world. Which I agreed to, apparently. Should I be scared of this? I guess that's some explanation. That the machine is alive. That the house is alive, a living machine house. Although I don't know why, if it has such powerful control, it wouldn't just stop me. Anyway, Mandus descending amongst the spirits. Blood, Mandus. We are steeped in blood, you and I. You wear me like a mask, and we will tear the future loose from the ribcage of the present. We will save them. We will save them all with death and murder. That's how we save people, with death. We kill them to save them. This machine is silly.
Only to save you. Only to spare you. I would have given my soul to spare you this world and its loan.
Okay. I like my kids. I probably shouldn't have killed them. Or all those other people's kids.
My children. What have I done? What have I become?
Psychotic, crazy, murdery monster man.
I will put it right, my darlings. All of my wrongs will be righted. All of my sins washed clean.
No, I think even after you shut down the machine, all the people you killed are still going to be dead, so... oh, come on. Captain Fluff... or, no. King Fluffers. King Fluffers, yeah. Memories. They surface like bloated bodies rising to the scum of the Thames. I looked at them, covered in the blood of their dead mother, little piglets squalling in their swaddling, and my heart at once was filled with a great love and a consuming hate I could never have imagined. At that point, did my soul split, creating him? Was this the egg of my soul? The moment the great clock began to tick? Is the only path to redemption to join us together again, to make myself whole, to close the great circle and take that madman into my heart once more, and forgive him, and myself as well. With this bear, King Fluffers.
I love you, my darlings, and I am sorry. I am sorry for all I have done. I simply loved you all too much for this world.
Dance with me, Fluffers. Dance the dance of life. As I forgive myself for being an evil son of a bitch.
Mandus, put aside your misguided crusade and let me save them. You may hate me, Mandus, but I have seen the future, your 20th century, and let me tell you this, a far greater slaughter awaits you there. I seek to save the world by blood now, before millions fall beneath history, pushed under by blade, bullet, and gas.
Well, I think most of the things you've done have been pretty horrible there, guy. You, we're I don't get it. We're the same thing, but we're not. Okay, King Fluffers is coming with me. Guess he's not coming with me. Thanks, game. I missed my teddy bear already. I want my teddy. The lightning pig's back. And so he does. You do disappear. Okay, I feel better. Invis-a-pig. Garden, the way to go. Well, that's a really nice way to tell me where to go. Just put an enemy in front of it. Works every time. Works every time. Alright, pig, get out of here. Light! Not light. Well, again, I was like, why didn't the house, if it's still alive and stuff, do this from the start? You know? Although it didn't seem like it put me in the right place. Why is my heart beat? Why? Should I be doing something? Oh, oh my. Well, I found my heart. Oh, is this one of my? Oh, this is one of my kids' hearts. It helps run the machine. Got it. Can I break you? Do I have a rock? Someone get me a rock. I wish to murder my child's heart. Where's the child heart murder device? This machine runs off of child hearts. That's fantastic. This game is so evil. Alright, I'm here. Where's the destroy child heart button? What I'm looking for? Are you... Whoop. Glowy thing. I've turned on the glowy thing. Is this helping? I turned on the other glowing thing by touching it. Is there a third glowing thing here? Yep. There are 4? Let's find out. Let's find out together. It totally is. Ha!
I have you now, creature. I will destroy you.
Stop him! Stop him! Kill him!
It is over. It is time to end this madness.
So do I gotta go punch the heart now? Yep, that ladder's gone. Are all the ladders gone now? Was I on? Nope, here's one. Got it. And I'm not gonna jump, because I don't want to get blood in my eyes. Alright. So do I eat the heart like a pig would? That's some pig. Door. Alright, now to heart. Maybe it's my heart. No, it's probably my child's. Probably a child heart. Oh my.
God help me. I am lost in the dry paper soul of the world.
I'm lost in this shiny white screen you just blasted me with again. Lynch, Edward, Oswald, and I. And that's it. We have a meat grinder machine down there. Okay. Murdered a heart. Is that a thing? We're loading. For what is this? 7 gigs of a game? Ow.
Mandus, listen to your heart. You know you are with me. You created me to save the world. I am your friend.
Are you? What is this I'm looking at? This looks like a body in a chamber. Is this one of my kids? Okay, whatever. Cryo machine type thing. Aha! I can see. Let's have another look in there. Can we get an idea? Looks like a man? No, a woman. There's a woman in a giant machine. She's very unhappy about being in there. Alright, now we know. In this purple land that we've teleported to now. If I could just teleport anywhere wherever I wanted, but I had to spend so much time running around being lost, jeez.
Mandus, please, I am no more evil than you. We sought the same thing, to save humanity, ridding them of their painful, stupid, pointless lives.
We're alive. That's enough reason to live.
Stop. Think about what you are doing. For your children, Mandus.
Do not speak of my children, monster.
I did not kill your children, Mandus. You sacrificed them on the eternal steps, knowing what the coming century would do to them. Your sons will drown, lungs full of mud and shrapnel, on the banks of the Somme. You wanted to save them from the horror to come. That is the vision we shared. Everything we have built to avert this coming nightmare. You and I are one. We are the same. Our souls are entangled. We deserve to make them free.
Hey kids, I killed you and stuff. Can't jump. It's upsetting. Lady's been killing it with these vocals. My lantern put itself away. I can't get it back.
I have stood knee-deep in mud and bone and filled my lungs with mustard gas. I have seen 2 brothers fall. I have lain with holy wars and copulated with the autumnal fallout. I have dug trenches for the refugees. I have murdered dissidents where the ground never thaws and starved the masses into faith. A child's shadow burnt into the brickwork. A house of skulls in the jungle. The innocent Manders trod and bled and gassed and starved and beaten and murdered and enslaved. This is your coming century. They will eat the Manders. They will make pigs of you all, and they will bury their snouts into your ribs, and they will eat your hearts.
Isn't that what you're trying to do? Eat the hearts? Didn't I fix that already? I don't know. I got 2 glowy things. Oh, my child's skulls. I need to eat them? Or something? Ow.
And the snow for your children.
Ow. Well, there's my child's bodies. Oh god. Well, this doesn't look fun. I can wiggle the camera a bit. Am I gonna kill myself here? Alright, let's die. Is this my ending? I'm not seeing credits. You seem very final with the suicide.
I lay there and watched the god I had created die. At the end, when we were cold as the stone we had hewn his body from, when the lights were nearly all extinguished, we heard, in the silent distance, the man-pigs singing to one another. Then, as the last lights were gone, and we lay together in the deep, they drifted away, and all was silent. Such a silence I have never known. And as the dust settled on my open eyes, and we lay together embraced forever, I heard, miles above us, the sounds of the city turning over in its sleep. A church bell ringing out. And in that moment, the new century was born.
And there we are. Amnesia. A machine for pigs, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so, if you want to know, I don't have any nice things to say about this game, as I'm going to go into my thoughts after beating it. If you don't want to hear it, just stop now. Okay, so, well, I want my money back. But more important than wanting my money back, I want my time back for playing this game. Wow, the horror theme was hardly there. The most cosmetic horror is what I would call it. The story theme of horror was pretty odd. At least I had pretty brutal mutilation, murder, and torture. That was all there. I was unhappy about it. Naked dudes, of course. Okay, so the textures were pretty bad, especially, well, bad is a statement of comparison, so, 2013 when this game was released, even for all the time they had to develop this, they could have stepped up the textures and the graphics altogether easily. There wasn't a whole lot done with the camera and the perspective effects that I was expecting from an Amnesia sequel. And what was really lacking for me was the sound. There wasn't like chase music, there wasn't the ambient monsters roaming music. And that really detracted a lot from the experience for me. The gameplay, there wasn't much puzzle-solving, jumping, timed puzzles or anything like that. It was the point-and-click style of get two things and rub them against everything you can, or look in every nook and cranny until you find something you can interact with. There wasn't a whole lot for me to do as a player, it's just the game would beat itself if I sat here and looked at stuff long enough. The story was just ridiculous. A man finds, I don't know, some Aztec Mexican thing after his wife dies and his kids get sick of the lurgy or whatever. He wants to save them. Ends up creating some living machine that tries to destroy the world. What? I mean, even borrowing from interdimensional stuff from Amnesia Dark Descent, that's silly. And it didn't look like I got multiple endings or anything in this one either. And it's a $20 price point. They call it an indie game, even though it's published on Steam without having to go through Greenlight. $20 is its release price. I did not have a good time. I had a really bad time, in fact. I think there's a lot of ways they could have easily improved the experience. And I would feel okay about the game if they didn't say this is an Amnesia game. If they called this Schizophrenia Captain Pig's Crazy Adventure, I'd be like, okay, I didn't enjoy it, but it was a game. And they marketed it as, if you enjoyed Amnesia Dark Descent, buy this, you'll enjoy it too. And this was so far from that. It had very little of what Amnesia Dark Descent had. It didn't have the sound quality, the texture quality of the time. It didn't have the horror elements of the storyline, the environment, the sounds. The sounds are so crucial. It didn't have the puzzle solving. It didn't have the player decision making with where to go, what to figure out, and then figuring out what I was supposed to do was so complicated and silly. Even the journals were vague, and every single one of those papers was so long-winded with redundant, silly information. Just to go with the theme and the flavor, I just couldn't stand it. I had such a bad time. Such a bad time, and then the release was so weird too. It's like I bought a Sonic game, and the entire game was a first-person shooter about Master Chief. Could have been a perfectly fine first-person shooter about Master Chief, but if it's a Sonic game, well, I'd be upset that it was a Sonic game. But on its own, even if this was Schizophrenia, Pig's Crazy Adventure, still wouldn't have been much of a game to me, as there was very little actual gameplay. The most was running from one or two pigs, where I didn't hide in a closet or anything like that. I walked right past them most of the time. The only time I feel like I was actually playing a game was first time the electric pig showed up and I had to flip the switches before he killed me when I was locked in the room with him. But man, I was very, very unhappy with this whole experience. I would like my money back. I may be sending some letters, but I don't think it would amount to much even if I did. But man, I more than even wanting my time back, I want this experience to be gone from my mind. I want to unexperience what I just went through. Anyway, so thank you so very much, so very, very much for watching. If you made it to the end. And my hat is off to you.